Our common sense has been rigged, you see, so that we feel strangers and aliens in this world, and this is terribly plausible, simply because it's what we're used to. That's the only reason. But when you really start questioning this, say, is that the way I have to assume life is? I know everybody does, but does that make it true? It doesn't necessarily. It ain't necessarily so.
We're all connected, absolutely. I mean, this business of non-locality is like, completely changes everything. To filter out what you're not interested in is more the great genius of the brain rather than to know, because you really already, you're connected with everything all the time.
So I read this comic one time, which depicted like a husband and a wife, and like they were road tripping, and the wife was like looking at the map upside down, and she's like, "Honey, I think we're lost," and he's like, "Don't worry, we're making great time." And I think that's kind of how people live in our modern generation. And I think the deep point that this comic was really insightfully pointing out was that a lot of people, they're just, once they're moving fast, once they feel like, you know, we're gaining ground, we're moving in a certain direction, they just want to keep going and just go faster and faster. And if they feel like they're going fast, then like keep at it. And they lose the sight of like the greater picture or a destination or where they want to be.
It's all graded. And what we do is we put the child into the corridor of this grade system with a kind of, come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. And yeah, you're going to kindergarten, you know. And that's a great thing, because when you finish that, you'll get into first grade. And then, come on, first grade leads to second grade, and so on, and then you get out of grade school, you've got high school, and it's revving up, the thing is coming. Then you're going to go to college, and by Jove, then you get into graduate school, and when you're through with graduate school, you go out to join the world. And then you get into some racket where you're selling insurance, and they've got that quota to make, and you're going to make that, and all the time, this thing is coming. It's coming, it's coming, that great thing, the success you're working for. Then when you wake up one day about 40 years old, you say, my God, I've arrived. I'm there. And you don't feel very different from what you always felt. And there's a slight letdown because you feel there's a hoax. And there was a hoax, a dreadful hoax. They made you miss everything.
So I guess the real question is, why are you here? What makes someone pull an all-nighter studying for something they might not care about? Why is it so common to see people looking down when walking through the diag, or in a daze as if they were on autopilot? Why is it that technology has made us more connected than ever, yet lonelier at the same time? Maybe it's because we've become disconnected from ourselves. I know I was. Until I stumbled onto something I thought I would never try. It was meditation. Something I used to think only weird hippies do. But it led me to the most important period in my life. It led to my awakening.
The experience in the diag was somewhat a metaphor, at least for my life. Trying to have like inner, peace and serenity and like bliss and be mindful within yourself, even when, there's a very chaotic and hectic world. And it's great to see that we have this snowball effect in other people who are attracted to, thinking about life in a more serious way and not wanting to just run to class and pass by. We're able to come out today on like such a beautiful day and hopefully appreciate themselves, appreciate this beautiful weather. And it was really a great unifying experience.
I was a little confused as to why there were so many people sitting in a circle when I saw like the eyes closed and everything, it looked like meditation.
Yeah, I don't know, meditation seems like a movement, like just, it's going to become a part of our daily lives, like brushing your teeth or taking a shower.
When I think of meditation, I think of like relaxation or like self-care, you know, just doing something for yourself.
One thing I gain from meditation is a huge sense of independence, and I tend to not worry about how people might perceive my actions or my habits. And so in the fraternity, I kind of tend to go against the grain of what a lot of people around me are doing.
So we're here at the Day of Awakening, which is Awaken Ann Arbor's first ever interactive workshop, where we're going to teach meditation and have a workshop about finding your purpose and applying that purpose to the rest of your life and your career.
So my organization, Awaken Ann Arbor, aims to promote spiritual growth that doesn't emphasize dogma. And dogma is when someone tells you to believe something and not question it. And we do that by teaching people meditation, helping them find purpose in their life, and just bringing like-minded people together who have spiritual values but don't necessarily fit into a box of one religion or another religion. But there are people who are religious at our meetings too, and just think that all religions are connected as well.
Eudaimonic well-being. And eudaimonic well-being would be in line, in touch with your true self. And what is your true self? Well, the best expression of your true self, I think, is your purpose in life. But the point is that if we could develop interventions to try to help people get more in touch with their daemon, their true self, get in touch with a stronger transcending purpose, a purpose that's bigger than yourself, I think we'd have a better world. So that's
3 ways in which meditation trains your attention. One is that it trains us to focus on one thing at a time, to be more established in present moment awareness, and to focus inward more easily. So we're more in tune with who we are and our thoughts and our body. So whenever you're ready, allow your eyes to close. So just take a moment and guide your awareness to the top of your head, relaxing all the nerves and muscles here, because this is where tension originates. Now see if you can notice any sensations related to the breath. You might notice the temperature of the air inside your nostrils getting cooler as you inhale, and warmer as you exhale. In every moment, we have the opportunity to become the person we want to be. Being aware of the breath brings us back to that moment. And on your own time, slowly allow your eyes to open. I think what matters infinitely more than Whether or not we are more than our bodies is what we do with our bodies and our minds beyond ourselves. It's about what we do in this moment. The Big Bang, regardless of where it came from, shows us that every atom in our bodies came from stars that exploded. You are reaching for the stars every time you look within yourself.